this vessel.
Right.
Our saccharification, the whole deal. Our big boil, our wort kettle. And then we have our whirlpool on top of our hot water.
Cool.
Which, yeah, is really nice for doing back-to-back brews. And then, you know the process. We have 2 wort chillers. One of them is run by city water. The other one cooled by glycol, which allows us to fine-tune the temperature, for each individual yeast. And then, fermenters, big boys, 100-barrel fermenters. These are for yellowtail. Then we have the 50s for Big Eye, Calico, Sculpin, Dorado, Sea Monster, Victory. Get some active fermentation going on right here. I got a really healthy one right here. This is yellowtail that I brewed yesterday. You can see it starting to ferment up right there.
Look at those bubbles.
Look at the bubbles. It's alcohol and CO2, baby.
You get sleepy in here with that CO2?
No, we got the overhead fans.
Alright.
Suck everything out.
I ferment in my bedroom, so...
Nice. Got some barrel aging of Victory at Sea and Sea Monster Imperial over there on Heaven Hills bourbon barrels.
Beautiful.
Place is kind of in shambles right now because we're doing a remodel and an expansion, so everything's kind of nuts.
Cool.
Got some casks of Sculpin re-fermenting right now.
My truck's over there.
yeah, nice. And then just our keg washing area, our grist case, our mill, our specialty graining area. And then these are the big boys that just came in last week. We got 4 210-barrel tanks.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so each one houses 420 kegs worth of beer. So to basically take our production from 15,000 barrels a year to close to 30,000 barrels a year within the next, 7 months. So
dang.
A quick turnaround. Our cold storage where we keep our finished beer and our hops. It's usually full, but we had like 10 distribution units come last week, so they pile dragged through a lot of our beer. Doing the beach to brewery thing today, huh?
Yeah.
And then this hunk of machinery over here is our 12-ounce bottler. It usually doesn't have all this stuff on it, but like I said, we're going through a remodel. We're doing on average anywhere between 80 to 120 bottles a minute on it. Basically, we front load, bulk glass, receive the sanitizer and a rinse, and then that gooseneck is a nitrogen drip. So nitrogen hit the bottle, turn into gas, force all the oxygen out, prevent spoilage, as it sits on the shelf. Then a Crohn's labeler, slap a label on, and then we get dudes hustling on the end. We're doing about 60 cases in 10 to 12 minutes or so.
Nice.
And this is more storage. We're kind of bumping around a lot of stuff. We had a workshop upstairs. We're moving it downstairs and building more offices.
Nice.
So we'll have a workshop over there eventually. And then Ballast Point Spirits LLC right over here. You can't bring your beer in.
It's all right. I'm all out.
Get going. So this is it. This is the still. Our master brewer, Yusef, built this with a couple of his boys.
That's cool.
If you look closely enough, it's a 7-barrel conical fermenter, flipped upside down, put a steam jacket on it, built a doubler and a 4-column still down to our condenser. So we're doing all the wash for our whiskey and our bourbon over in our brew house, plumbing it over. We do the fermentation over here and the distillation. By law, we can't do fermentation on our brewery side.
And so why couldn't even a glass of beer come into this little area?
We're actually in a different building. That's considered Suite B1. This is Suite B2.
Okay.
Federal law prohibits any beer and spirits combining the same floor. So that's why we got the fence up.
Makes sense?
Yeah, well, it doesn't make sense, but we have to do it anyways. We're doing a gin, single malt whiskey, our rendition of a bourbon, and a barrel-aged rum along with a white rum. We actually just entered our whiskey into the Kentucky Distillers Conference and took a gold for it like 3 days ago. So that's a gold for our Devil Share single malt whiskey that will be released in December. As far as our rum, rum is on the shelves right now. Just released that on the 30th. Here's the finished product of the rum. Organic cane sugar, fermented with our proprietary yeast strain, then distilled and put into virgin oak for 18 months.
Dang.
So no spice, no flavor additives. So it's got this big barrel front, almost like a bourbon-esque type nose, with a sweet rum body. So it's kind of a hybrid of a rum, but we're really proud of it. And then our gin has been on shelves for several months now.
That's what everyone's talking about up in LA.
Yeah, this is the finished product. Here we go, we got a full one. This is the finished product. What that looks like.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super smooth, super easy drinker. You know, more of a London-style dry gin. Not so much juniper berry forward. I mean, it's there, but smoother.
My dad drinks something like Beefeater. Is it something like that, or?
Close. Beefeater's sharp. It's got that sharp bitterness. This is more of a single ice cube. You know, splash of tonic just for bubbles, and you know, right to the dome with it. Yeah, that's it. It's almost too easy of a drinker. And then we'll go into our other spot here, but we can't have the camera set.
All right, here we go.